Don't forget to hit up Rose NBA on Twitter. This man will grind it out for you. He'll do your spotlight sims and your 12 and O's. Whatever you need, he's got it. What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Yes. I was in a lot of pain last night, but here we are doing a Boston Celtics offseason realistic rebuild because the show must go on. The show must go on despite my pain and suffering from last night. But the Boston Celtics, of course, got eliminated in 5 games by the Brooklyn Nets. Unfortunate circumstances. They didn't have Jaylen Brown, but I don't know, man. Even if they had Jaylen Brown, I don't know if they would have won this series. But regardless of that, we're going to go ahead and do a Celtics offseason realistic rebuild since they just got eliminated. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to smash that like button. Of course, subscribe if you haven't already. 60% of you watch this video aren't even subbed, and I don't even know what you're doing out there. So go ahead. If that's you, hit that subscribe button. Let's go ahead and jump into the Celtics rebuild. So the Boston Celtics also just had some crazy news come out that Danny Ainge may decide to step down. It's not official yet, but he may step down, which is great. You know why? Because you have Crushables here to fill your shoes to help this team out. So it kind of works out. Just kidding. This is just a fantasy land in 2K. But still, I don't know who would take over for Danny Ainge, and I can kind of understand why Danny Ainge would maybe step down just because you know, the Celtics are kind of in a weird spot right now. Like, what more do you do with this team? I kind of get it, but at the same time, I'm not sure. So honestly, the Celtics roster, Robert Williams very much impressed me in the playoffs. And then you got Jaylen Brown. Just said, of course, Jaylen Brown got injured, so that was unfortunate. And then there's the Kemba Walker thing. And I know a lot of Celtics fans would prefer to trade him. I'm not sure if he's going to be tradable. He's only on like a 2-year deal, so I guess there could be some team out there and they're desperate enough to maybe take on Kemba Walker. So we could always scan the market to see what kind of Kemba Walker trades there are. But we may end up keeping him depending on how what happens. So staff signing, of course, Brad Stevens. We're not going to fire him. We're not going to fire our coaching staff at all because I think the Celtics have a solid coaching staff, so I'm going to go ahead and just leave it as it is. And then we're going to go straight to the NBA draft. And with the draft pick situation, we have, I'm not sure if this is correct, but 16 is here, so I'm just going to leave it at 16. So that sounds about right, like what it could be, assuming. I'm not sure. Number 16, because they got the 7th seed, so yeah, that could be a thing. They probably have like 16 or 18, whatever. It doesn't really matter. They probably have like 15 between 18. I'm not sure which one. But let's go ahead and draft somebody here with this 18th pick and see what we can get. So going to number 18 or 16, I should say, number 16. I see Keon Johnson. I see Cam Thomas. You could definitely get a solid player here. John Juzang, Isaiah Todd, Cam Thomas, Keon Johnson are guys that look very interesting to me. James Bouknight, Trey Mann, Derek Culver. I do like the idea of Keon Johnson, but we have a lot of forwards as it is. Maybe getting that guard depth up would be nice. So Cam Thomas could make some sense here. So let's take Cam Thomas with that draft pick. And then the second round, we're going to be selecting. Let's select. Actually, I don't know who any of these guys are. So I'm just going to let the CPU deal with that just because I'm not going to go ahead and make a crazy dumb decision unless if I already just made one. So at number 16, we got a 7'7" overall shooting guard. Davion Mitchell just went before that. I know Keon Johnson would have been a solid draft pick, but like I said, I just didn't want to draft another guard or another forward, and James Bouknight would have been nice as well. But Cam Thomas, welcome to Boston. Player options: Robert Williams, Grant Williams, Romeo Langford. Sure, welcome back. And qualifying offers, we have none. And let's go to free agency. So as far as free agency is concerned, they have Evan Fournier as a free agent. So they just traded 2 seconds for him. So if he walks, it's not the biggest deal in the world because they didn't give up a ton for him anyway. But I'm definitely sure they would love to keep him. Now, as far as everything else on this team, the point guard spot, obviously, Kemba Walker was shaky at best this year. He had his ups and downs, but for the most part, Celtics fans weren't the biggest fans of him. Marcus Smart, obviously, has kind of been the heart and soul of this team for quite some time. So I don't know if they're ready to move on from him, but I imagine he'll be staying here. And I think if I try to trade him in this video, Celtics fans would rip my throat out. So I'm going to go ahead and leave him here. Romeo Langford, Carson Edwards, Aaron Naismith, Jaylen Brown. Aaron Naismith came on a little bit in the playoffs, so definitely could see a nice future for him unless the Celtics were looking to maybe trade him. And you got just Tatum, Grant Williams, and you got Robert Williams, Tristan Thompson. Now, my only problem with Robert Williams is how short he is. He's only 6'8", which isn't the most ideal height for a center, although he did play very nicely in the playoffs. I'm not going to lie. So honestly, I wouldn't mind him being, you know, the future because, like, obviously he was matched up against Blake Griffin a lot of the series, but definitely wouldn't mind having someone a little bit bigger than 6'8" down low as well, just as another option, just because it's not the most ideal height in the world to go ahead and guard some of these centers that you have to deal with. So especially in the East, I don't know if Robert Williams would ever be able to stop Joel Embiid, so definitely something to think about. But other than that, man, I think my biggest thing is upgrading at the center spot. And of course, we could also upgrade, or we could kind of see what Kemba Walker's market is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and throw Kemba Walker the trade finder and kind of see what we can do, see what happens. So Middleton pops up. You got Kobe White, obviously, Garland, Kyle Anderson, Tyler Harrow, Miles Bridges, Joe Ingles, Buddy Hield, Mitchell Robinson, Markelle Fultz, Malcolm Brogdon, and Miles Turner. So this actually could be an interesting trade. And I believe I saw this on Instagram where the Pacers get Kemba Walker, Robert Williams, while the Celtics get Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner. So honestly, that could be obviously a very big change for the Celtics team. You trade Kemba Walker, you also trade Robert Williams, who was really awesome, and then you trade him to Pacers for Brogdon and Miles Turner. So yeah, that's an interesting trade. I'm not sure it would happen though. We got Steven Adams on the showing up and Eric Bledsoe. So I guess if we were really desperate for a big man and did not want a Kemba Walker anymore, you could do something like this. So you could employ on a first round pick. Toronto, OG Anunoby, John Wall. I guess if you wanted a different point guard, maybe you could do something like this. San Antonio, Alexej Pokushevsky, I think is how you say his name. Yeah, I think I said that right for once. Okay, so it's between these two trades that I like the most. This one gives us a center option in Steven Adams, but the point guard option, not so great because we would kind of have a big hole at the point guard spot. You know, maybe we could do something like this. So let's say, okay, hold on. Let me hold the phone real quick. So I like the idea of Steven Adams at the center spot just for an option. 6'11", could be a nice center there. Also like the Miles Turner idea. If we didn't have to trade Robert Williams, I would 1000% do that. Because I like the idea of bringing Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner. But I'm not sure. Like, it's a simple swap. Because both teams, let's be honest. The Pacers struggled this year, and so did the Celtics. I mean, the Celtics made the playoffs, but barely. They should have been better than this, in my opinion. But, so this could be an interesting trade for both teams if they wanted to change the scenery. I like this trade for the most part. I do. But, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure about it. Okay, let's say, instead of Robert Williams, I'll give you Tristan Thompson, Romeo Langford, and Grant Williams. Okay, so they're getting to the point where they can't afford. Oh, not Jason Tatum. I didn't even put Jason Tatum in there. $2 million. Okay, so they can't. Okay, let's say instead of, I give you Carson. No, they can't afford it. Okay, so instead of all that, we just give you Romeo Langford. Let's give you Romeo Langford and a future first round pick. So they take on Kemba Walker, just Romeo Langford, a first round pick, and then give me Malcolm Brogdon, Miles Turner. Probably could even throw them another one just because Miles Turner is really young and Malcolm Brogdon is a lot better than, well, I don't know if I would say a lot better, but it's definitely a change. So I'm doing this trade. Any players at shooting guard? What? Okay. So instead of a shooting guard, how about you take on Grant Williams in if you're so worried about that? We're not interested. They want a second round pick and they're going to give me O'Shea Brissett. Sure, we'll go ahead and do that trade. So that's the first big trade we're doing. We got rid of Kemba Walker, brought in Malcolm Brogdon and Miles Turner. So Miles Turner once again makes an appearance in a rebuild. I know I just had him in the Pelicans one yesterday, but let's be honest, Miles Turner would be a great fit in Boston as well because the Celtics could use a center like Miles Turner. So I like the idea of Miles Turner here. So we got Malcolm Brogdon, Peyton Pritchard now, Marcus Smart, Cam Thomas, Jaylen Brown, Aaron Naismith, Jason Tatum, O'Shea Brissett, and then Robert Williams and Miles Turner. So you like it, you love it. And then the last, we could go ahead and re-sign Evan Fournier to a 4-year deal to come off the bench for us. So, you know, you could, like, that way he doesn't just go for nothing. Even though, like I said, you didn't give up too much for him, so it wouldn't have mattered. Anyway, as far as mid-levels that we have, I know some people were begging me in the comments to bring back Jabari Parker. So I don't know how much he's asking for, and I would not mind him back. But we cannot afford him, unfortunately. So that is what it is. Okay, so what do we, I guess we could use, like, we don't really need a backup anywhere, so I might just roll with what we have, to be honest. I might move Evan Fournier to backup small forward just because I don't want him starting at shooting guard for us. So yeah, I like what we have going on. Player progression should treat us well. I guess there's one last thing I wouldn't mind looking at is I wouldn't mind seeing what Marcus Smart's trade value is, but I don't know if I would trade him, to be honest. I just don't know if I would. You see, like I said already, I didn't think I was going to trade him anyway regardless, but I'm going to throw untapped potentials at our center spots down low just because I want them to just do their thing this year. So power ranking is going to rank us at a second overall power ranking. So we have Malcolm Brogdon at the 1, Marcus Smart at the 2. You got Jalen Brown at the 3, Tatum at the 4, Miles Turner, Robert Williams, Evan Fournier, Cam Thomas, and Peyton Pritchard, O'Shea Brissett. So, to be honest with you, I'm just going to run a 9-man rotation, though. Proficiency-wise, 4 stars at defense, so a lot of good defense on the floor, which is always very helpful to have. We'll probably leave it a defense system. Why not? Because, like, literally, it's a good fit. So, I like what we have so far. The only thing I am concerned with the future is probably Malcolm Brogdon's more of a natural 2 guard to me more than a point guard, but it's fine. We can leave him there. And then, yeah, you know, I just want to kind of see how this team does with all the changes we made. We didn't make a ton of changes, but Kim Walker being gone is something the Celtics fans would love to see, I think. So we kind of accomplished that. Indiana, I feel like, is a team that struggled a lot this year, so they could be looking to make some changes. So maybe Boston and the Pacers figure out a trade, make something happen. But let's go ahead, guys, similar to the end of this season, and let's see how things go in this first season. Jokic is your MVP. Rookie of the Year, Jalen Suggs. John Wall, 6th Man of the Year. Isaac Fitz Player. Patrick Williams, Most Improved. And Coach of the Year goes to Steve Nash. Cody Toole, Executive of the Year. Don't worry, guys. Chicago Bulls Offseason Realistic Rebuild will be coming soon as well. It's just a matter of doing these teams as they get eliminated. So, you know, it's kind of the best timing. You know what I mean? So, we might have the Knicks or the Wizards getting eliminated today. It kind of just depends how things go. But All-NBA first team, Luka, Trae Young, LeBron, Giannis, Jokic. And then All-NBA second team, Jason Tatum makes one, which is awesome, rightfully so. And then here, All-Defense first team, All-Defense second team. And it doesn't look like we had any defenders, which is okay. But, all right, so we went 52 and 30. Player stats-wise, we had 30 points from Jason Tatum, 20 from Jalen Brown, 18 from Malcolm Brogdon, 11 from Evan Fournier, and 10 from Miles Turner, 9 from Cam Thomas, 8 from Peyton Pritchard, 7 from Marcus Smart. Robert Williams was 6. Okay, awesome stuff. Now we get to play the Atlanta Hawks, who have Trae Young, Bogey, Hunter, Collins, Clint Capella, Onyeka Okongwu, Reddish, Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Huerter. So this could be a tough series, but let's go ahead. Still winning game 1, and we're up 1-0 to start things off. 35 from Jason Tatum gets us off to a good start in the series. Game 2, we're up 2-0, 29-8. Again, 20-10 from Malcolm Brogdon. Here I was saying this guy wasn't a natural point, and he goes out there and averages 10 assists. So, or gets 10 assists, let's say. I wouldn't say he averaged it, but they go ahead and win game 3, though. 36-14 from Trae Young, 35 from Jason Tatum. Let's not let him even it up, though. We're up 3-1. That's good. 28-9 from Trae Young. It's not good enough for Tatum. Tatum is just going off, as we all know. Just Tatum's a beast anyway, though. So, game 5. Game 6, we're going to a game 7, of course. Why would we not go to a game 7 with a lower seed in this video? Because that's just how things go for me. Okay, we start out swinging, but the Atlanta Hawks come back, and it is a close game here in the 4th quarter a little bit. Dude, like, I didn't even mean to simulate that fast, but why? Why do I always lose to lower seeds, bro? Like, why does it always happen to me? Atlanta went on to beat Miami too. Here's what I think would have happened. We would have beat Atlanta easily. We should have anyway. Then we would have beat Miami, and then we probably lost to Brooklyn. But dude, like, oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. But draft lottery time. Let's see if we get lucky here. Probably not. We don't have a pick here, right? No, we do not. Okay, so we have number 27 from the Celtics. Staff signing. I guess I'm gonna fire my one assistant and hire Mike D'Antoni just because he has better ratings. So I don't know if that'll help us any. And we don't have a better trainer because I messed up. So let's go to the draft. And on draft night, is there anything I want to do here? Not really. I like our team, and I'm really pissed off we lost in the first round again. But I'm not surprised. I'm literally not surprised. We got Scotty Lewis and Aminu Muhammad out of the draft. Okay. Qualifying offers Robert Williams, somebody we do want back, of course. And then moratorium day. I think Mark Smart's free agent as well. He only wants $13 million, which is something I wouldn't mind giving the man. So I'm going to go ahead and grab Marcus Smart out of free agency. And of course, I want Robert Williams back as well. So, or we could do a sign and trade to Robert Williams or something, but I don't know if that's necessary. So, Malcolm Brogdon, Peyton Pritchard, Cam Thomas, Marcus Smart, Jalen Brown, Evan Fournier, Aaron Naismith. I mean, we do have the ammunition for a big trade here, which is something I probably should look into. So the shooting guard spot could be better, really, right? It literally could be better, or the point guard. So I'm gonna go ahead and scout around the league and see if there's a point guard / shooting guard that might be available that we should go for. So it's only right after yesterday, whatever happened yesterday, after yesterday's travesty, it's only right. Blazers suck right now, and Damian Lillard's not untouchable. So that's something I could think about. But then I saw this, which is the more realistic option, is Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul is 37 years old, but we all know Chris Paul has aged decently, and yes, he's gotten hurt in the playoffs a couple times. I actually did not see what happened to him yesterday. I hope it wasn't too bad because obviously I was watching the Blazers game. But I'm gonna go ahead and try to make a trade for Chris Paul, I think. So let's see if we can get Chris Paul. If not, I'm gonna go for Mr. Dame Dollar. So Chris Paul, I don't even know if I can make the money work here. So I'd probably have to trade, let's say, okay, I'd probably have to, okay, so Chris Paul for, if I threw Evan Fournier in to start this trade, we're 21 million off still. So let's say I'd probably have to trade Marcus Smart in this situation as well, just so you guys are aware. Let's say I gave you Naismith. Okay, I don't want to give up too much because obviously Chris Paul is 37 years old. So Romeo Langford, Evan Fournier, Marcus Smart, Romeo Langford for Chris Paul. Come on. No, they don't agree. Okay. I'll also give you Carson Edwards. No, that still doesn't get it done. Okay. What if I gave you Sky Lewis, who I just drafted? Because why not? They don't agree still. Okay, I'll give you Carson Edwards. I don't want to give up this much for Chris Paul, but they are okay. Chris Paul seems to be impossible to get right now. So that's a little unfortunate. I don't want to trade too much. So then I would go to the Blazers, because if Blazers miss the playoff again, Dame Lillard's going to get tired of it, I imagine, eventually. So I'll give you Cam Thomas, Naismith, and not O'Shea Brissett. Let's say I gave you Sky Lewis, and I'll give you a first-round pick for Damian Lillard. They don't agree. Yeah, that's not going to get it done. Okay, so none of these young players had a crazy trade value, so that's not going to get it done either. Chris Paul should be, like, easy to get. I don't know why Chris Paul's so hard to get right now, which is who I want, truthfully. Let me see what they'd want for him. So, Tatum or Jaylen Brown back of Brogdon? Like, you guys are insane, bro. Why would I do that? So, let me go back. Let me try to get something going here. So, I don't want to give up too much, but if they're asking for a lot, it is what it is. So, again, Evan Fournier, Marcus Smart, so I'm looking for, right? So $6 million still in this trade. I'll give you Cam Thomas. Oh, his trade value is a lot better for them. Okay, we like that. I'll give you Romeo Langford as well. Come on, for Chris Paul, they agree. So we got Chris Paul. That's what I'm talking about. So now what we can do, move Malcolm Brogdon to the 2. So I'll have Chris Paul, Peyton Pritchard, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Aaron Naismith, Scotty Lewis as well. Jason Tatum, O'Shea Brissett, Miles Turner. So we could use a backup shooting guard or a backup center here, which is what we could find in free agency real quick. But Robert Williams will come back, so we're kind of chilling on that. So Robert Williams, please come back to us, and we'll have a full rotation. I guess I can sign a shooting guard real quick just to be safe. I'll sign Brent Forbes, who has shown that he could be great in the playoffs. So let's get Robert Williams back, and just like that, Robert Williams comes back, and we have ourselves a interesting roster. Chris Paul, Malcolm Brogdon. Let's go. I know I traded Marcus Smart, but it was for the cause, man. I'm trying to win a championship with the Celtics roster, and we had to do something. So I'm sorry for trading Marcus Smart. I know some of you might be pissed off at me, but at least we got Chris Paul to replace him. So let's go ahead and throw these proficiencies at Miles Turner again, and so the other one at I guess we could throw this one at Naismith. Why not? All right. Now looking at rotation for season number 2, we have Chris Paul, Malcolm Brogdon, Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Miles Turner, Robert Williams, Aaron Naismith, Peyton Pritchard, Brent Forbes, and this is our way of going for it all. I mean, if you trade for a 37-year-old Chris Paul, you have literally like a 1-year or 2-year window. So I imagine this is what we got. Like this was our best chance at winning a championship. Hopefully we do it here. Hopefully we pull it off. We should be able to, but you never know with this damn game because I end up losing to lower seeds all the time. So we'll just see what happens. So hopefully we go on to win it all, but you never know. This we went 64-18 and are the first seed in the Eastern Conference, but nothing is guaranteed. We got a 6-man appearance from Robert Williams, which is awesome. 8 and 11 and 2 blocks off the bench. That's exactly what you want out of a center off the bench. Coach of the year, Brad Stevens. All-NBA first team, All-NBA second team. We got Jason Tatum here. All-NBA third team, All-Defensive first team, All-Defensive second team. We got Miles Turner from the Boston Celtics. So Atlanta Hawks are the 8th seed here. Player stats wise, we had 32 points, 20, 16, 15, and 9 for Chris Paul. And we get to play the Atlanta Hawks again, who beat us last year, so I'm a little nervous. But I'm going to go ahead and click simulate current round. And it is... No freaking way, bro. This is not real. This is not real, bro. This is not a real game. This is not real life. This can't be. 2K, do you realize how much pain I was in last night? And you're gonna go ahead and do this to me today? Dude, I can't with this. I can't with this game, bro. I can't with this game today, bro. I cannot lose. Dude, I'm going through it right now. I'm going through it right now, bro. Chris Paul, get your ass back here, bro. We're not done. We are not done. We are not done. We're running it back one more time, bro. We're running it back one more time. This time we get the job done. All right. It's ridiculous. One more time, boys. We're running it back one more time. And we are the 8th seed, or the 1st seed in the East, and we play an 8th seed. So nothing is guaranteed here, man. Simulate curl round against the Miami Heat. And we actually get out of the 1st round today. Wow, that is a freaking miracle. Now we get to play the Detroit Pistons, who are the 4th seed. Simulate curl round, and we get to play Atlanta again, bro. This time we get revenge against Atlanta. Simulate curl round. Oh my goodness, please, no, please. Let's not lose to the Atlanta Hawks. Let's not lose to them again, bro. Come on. Let's go. We're better than this. We're better than this, bro. We're better than them. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. We absolutely just smoked them. Here we go. Game 7 in TD Garden. You're not winning this. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Come on, Boston. Take this. Take him down. All right. Get him out. Get him out, bro. Get him out. Now we can play New Orleans. All right. Lonzo, Sky Henderson, Ingram, Zion, Mark. Yeah, I'm not scared of this team. Simulate through game. Current round. Game 7. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we got. Game 7 in TD Garden for the championship. We start out the 1st quarter awesome. 3rd quarter is going great. 4th quarter is awesome. We beat them, man. It was a struggle, but we won a championship. Jason Tatum's Finals MVP, and we got Chris Paul ring today, which is even better. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That was really annoying, but hey, we got it done. We got it done. Anyways, guys, enjoy your day. Enjoy some basketball tonight. But for now, this is Crushables saying peace.